It's Monday the 2nd of February. I'm Mary Claire Kerry-Jones. What's occurring, Cardiff? Welcome to the show. Today we've got a taste of India for you on What's Occurring in Cardiff, because I'm at Chai Street, Cardiff's newest Indian restaurant, where they're serving up Indian street food. So of course I'm going to be tasting some of that, and I'm going to be finding out about Mehndi art. We'll also have a lot more on the programme as well.
I've done 2 Welsh, a Great British Powerlifting, and the British Championships, the Women's British Championships.
Yeah, and I've done a couple more competitions. I really love competing. So I've done some of the Welsh, the British Championships, and I went to the World Junior Powerlifting Championships in September.
This is the chicken 65, and this is a bread pakoda, and this is a chicken lollipop, this is a chicken thali.
I just want to make a difference and try and tidy the place up, and it's our legacy to our children, to be honest. I hate seeing rubbish. I want to do something about it, not just ignore it.
So lots to get through on the programme here at Chai Street today, and we're going to start off by finding out about some traditional Indian culture, because I'm joined now by Nisha, who is a Mehndi artist who's based at Guy Christian Salon on City Road. Nisha, lovely to meet you. You're going to be giving me a Mehndi design today. What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be doing a traditional Mehndi design used throughout India and westernised countries as well.
Fantastic. Well, I look forward to it.
Okay.
And traditionally, what's Mehndi used for?
It's traditionally used for ceremonies such as weddings and Diwali. For example, in weddings, women get together and they have a sort of celebration and a party. They hire a professional Mehndi artist such as myself, who applies the Mehndi on all the guests, and they have a variety of food and music and have a really good time.
I mean, I've always heard of henna. How are henna and Mehndi different?
Well, Mehndi is made out of natural ingredients. For example, the leaves, it may have some sugar in it, lemon juice, coffee beans or tea leaves. Whereas henna is known to have some dye agents in which can irritate the skin, whereas this tends to be 100% natural.
And is it popular over here, the Mehndi?
It started becoming popular here in the early 1990s due to Bollywood bringing the tradition into more westernised countries and sort of glamorising the Mehndi. So this has become really fun for kids and adults at events, whether it's an Indian event or an English event. Not just face painting and things like that at school fairs anymore. They can have stands at fairs and events where Mehndi stores where they have Mehndi stores.
Fantastic. How long will this last on my hand, the design?
This should last for up to 3 weeks. It starts off as a really light orange when the initial Mehndi comes off, and it darkens over time. They do have different types of Mehndi, so you could have sort of a different pattern, slightly different patterns depending on where you're from. So Pakistani or Bangladeshi or more Arabic styles of Mehndi. Depending on where you're from, you can have different designs.
So where would this design be from?
My ancestors are actually from northwest India, so this may reflect that area of India, because that's who I was taught by, people from northwest India, and that's the designs that I'm used to.
It's absolutely beautiful, Nisha. Thank you so much. Well, from Mehndi artist to portrait artist now, because I've been speaking to a woman who draws pictures of people and their animals. So Kate, what sort of an artist are you?
Oh, I'm a bit of everything really. I'm going into surrealism, but I also into realism as well. So I do pet portraits and portraits for weddings, people, but this is my personal work. So this is from my Comic Ursa series, and it was spawned from a dream all about a killer teddy bear who I make friends with, and he saves my life. So that was what that story is all about. I've got quite a few paintings on display here as part of Lushism. Absolutely loving it. Can't wait till the event itself. I've also got some prints on sale and some postcards.
So obviously you've been telling us about the surrealism stuff you enjoy doing. Yes. How big a thing though are portraits these days?
I think that it's something for everyone, because there's always somebody who has their beloved pet, or they want to give a gift for, say, somebody's birthday, for their sister, or maybe it's a wedding and you really want to kind of remember that memory, or maybe you just want to kind of re-spark that photo. Maybe you've got an old photograph and you just want to bring some more life into it. Then I think that portraiture, definitely in this day and age, then you can't really beat it.
Now on Saturday, a group of volunteers gave up their morning to take part in their 100th event, clearing the riverbanks at Cardiff Bay.
We're cleaning up this filthy beach, and it's got lots of tiny bits of rubbish. So just trying to make the environment easier for other wildlife here.
I just want to make a difference and try and tidy the place up, and it's our legacy to our children, to be honest. I hate seeing rubbish. I want to do something about it, not just ignore it.
I don't think it's just in terms of the litter that we pick up and improving the environment, but it's also the sense of community. And you just look at actually the people here are actually having fun as well. So we've got over 30 people today, talking, engaging, doing some exercise, making friends, and that's what it's all about as well. It's not just about picking litter up.
Something to do on a weekend, and I get a great sense of actually putting something back into the community. It's only a couple of hours every 3 weeks or so, but they're an absolutely great bunch of people, as you've seen, and just a fantastic sense of humour.
What sort of things are you picking up today?
General stuff that floats down the Taff and the Ebu River, so we've got Edy River, sorry. We've got traffic cones, tyres, we always find those. No shopping trolleys here because they don't wash down this far. Sharps, which is always a bit concerning, but we can clear those out of the way to make the beach safe. And just general detritus that people unfortunately see fit to throw in upstream.
Personally, I find this whole experience brilliant because it's a gang of people who love the environment. It's a wonderful place, Cardiff Bay, to come and visit and to walk, and so we've all got a similar interest. We want to keep it looking as best it can be, for visitors and for us alike as residents. So
It's a real shame. If only people realise how much it's costing them. It's costing millions. We do it voluntarily because we enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, actually. But, if people realise, they would teach their kids to pick up after themselves, I think.
So Dave, tell me what you found.
Wonderful stuff. There's a road sign just around the corner. What else was there? There's a camera, a bollard, lots and lots of road signs, that type of thing. But this is the funniest thing of all. And look, we're looking for someone, who's lost the plot. And there's only somebody here amongst us lot.
Well, today we're at Chai Street, Cardiff's newest Indian restaurant, and I'm very pleased to say I'm now joined by Claire Sully, who is the marketing and PR representative here. Claire, lovely to meet you. How's the restaurant going so far?
Incredible. We've hit the ground running. We've been open, I think, just a couple of weeks, but it feels like we've been here forever because the local area has just embraced Chai Street and its concept.
And the concept is quite different, isn't it?
It is for here, but not in India, really. This is street food. This is come on in, socialise and meet people. It's food on the go, and it's authentic Indian street food.
And the area we're in here, there's lots of different restaurants around on Cowbridge Road. You've got sort of Thai, Vietnamese, and all those kind of things. Was it a conscious decision to come to this area of Cardiff?
Yeah, it's actually a foodie destination here, and the Chai Street, which is by Minter Mustard, and really their story is because 7 or 8 years ago, Minter Mustard founders, a couple of doctors, and they came over to work and they looked at what Indian food was on offer, and they just felt actually it could be better. So they set up Minter Mustard, and Whitchurch Road is now the flagship restaurant for Minter Mustard, and then High Street was born out of that. So yeah, it's very conscious to be a part of such a vibrant foodie community.
And has it been well received in the city?
Incredibly, because High Street had to move from Whitchurch Roads to allow Minter Mustard to expand, and people weren't happy about that, and they kept sort of bothering us and saying, when's it going to open, when's it going to open? And as soon as we announced it's going to open, there was so much conversation, particularly on social media. Cardiff is a foodie destination. The blogging community is amazing, and when they take you to heart, they take you to heart, and they talk about you. And we're getting 150 people on a Saturday night, and they're queuing and they're waiting and coming to experience High Street.
Fantastic, because it's not just about the food, the experience. You know, you've got the fabulous Indian Bollywood posters behind us.
I mean, in India, having Indian street food is like our pubs, really, if you think about that sort of culture, and also New York coffee shops. So it's about coming together, and it's for all the family. There's a family menu here, and the food is not your typical Indian food. It's about flavour. It's subtle. It's not particularly spicy, but it's enough. There's enough spice in there. It's not hot, so kids love it as well.
Well, Claire, I'm very excited because I'm going to be trying some of that food later. For now, though, thank you so much. We're going to stop for a break now, but don't go anywhere because, as I've just said, there's lots more to come from here at High Street.